Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at this right here from KZ. Yes, KZ. You get this nice case with it. It comes in that box. You also get a nice USB-C cable and a nice material auxiliary cable, which stores nicely in the built-in pouch. Here's the units. They're actually made, have metal right here, and I think this part is metal as well. It's a nice headband. There's no brand markings anywhere on these, surprisingly. The pads are removable, but I believe they have like a clip in them from what I saw on the instructions. And this is an ANC, and a hybrid ANC at that. And it says on the box, it says doubly fed ANC headphones. And the model is the KZ-H10. This is unique. I think they have made a pair of wireless headphones before. These are Bluetooth 5.0. Let's go over the specs anyway on the sheet. It is in Chinese, so the model is the KZ-H10. It is 20 to 20 kilohertz, 32 ohms, 116 decibels. Battery life is about 30 hours. It's a 500 milliamp battery. Bluetooth 5.0, Type-C. And that's basically it. And it has a 40 millimeter titanium coated driver. So there's an adjustment right here. You can move it up and down. The pads are very comfortable. There's nice thick cushioning on the headband. Overall comfort and build is actually really good. I know like this part is like plastic and this is plastic, but there's a lot of metal on it. These faceplates are metal because they feel cold. See your control buttons right there. Very simple. You have power on, power off. That also controls the ANC modes, the ANC on, ANC off, and the pass-through or ambient USB-C, and you have your volume button, which also skips tracks. So that said, I think it was in the case like this. I forget how it actually fit in this case because it does look like it's bigger than the case for some reason. So you get a manual as well, documentation. Sound-wise on these, which is the most important thing. Yes, they have about average call quality. It was nice and clear, but that's going to be dependent on whatever device you're using. I noticed a lot of times with Apple products, certain things that aren't made for them, they don't sound as good on it call-wise. Call is very subjective. It depends on your device and how well it works with the wireless device. I've noticed that. Like some it sounds horrible, and then some things it sounds nice, crystal clear and good. Now I used Samsung, Motorola, LG, and that's it. I don't have an Apple phone. I do have an iPad, but I can't do calls on that. So that said, call was good. Connectivity was good. It was very easy to pair. The battery did last a good amount of time. And they're comfortable and decently made. I have seen models that look similar to this where this pivots. This doesn't pivot, so when you get yours, don't try to fold it. You'll break it. That titanium driver, that 40 millimeter titanium driver, does a good job. Now, this being KZ, I was expecting like a V-shaped, heavy bass. It's actually very balanced. There's some good details there. Overall, it performs like a much more expensive pair of headphones than a Bluetooth one. It sounds really good wired too, as well. Yeah, so you got good control to the bass. It's well balanced throughout. The bass was very clear. Wasn't overly boosted, so that was good. Kind of like what was it, the EDX Pro or something like that. Like one of those ideas, like the new tunings. There's bass, and it can dig down deep, but it has a lot of control, and it doesn't necessarily. It isn't a bloated, thick bass. It's just a really well balanced, well controlled bass with good details. You get into the mids. The mids are good. There might be a hint of warmth there, but they're clear. They're forward. They sounded excellent. They have a good note weight, and I don't usually get that much into that with Bluetooth because it's Bluetooth. But I use these wired too as well, and I was very impressed with them wired. And if you've never used a pair of wireless headphones with the aux wire, you should try it because some of these sound much different wired. Like you'd be surprised. So we get in the treble, and the treble is there. You can hear everything. It's very detailed. It has a nice extension, but it doesn't overly do it. It's definitely not harsh or anything like that. It's just really, really good, well controlled. The control on this is linear all the way up from the bass down up to the treble, the mids. Good control there. Decent overall performance from these. I think they're about like $89 or something like that. I'm sure they'll go down eventually, but they got a nice weight to them. They are built very well, and I do like them. That's basically it in a nutshell with these. I mean, they are a Bluetooth pair of headphones, but they do perform like an audiophile pair of headphones. And we're not saying these are going to outdo my Anandas or anything else like that, but I was pleasantly surprised by the performance of these. So anyway, I hope that was informative. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.